So welcome to class 1 of our course in receiving. So I'm re-recording this one because it didn't work properly the first time. And this class 1 is all about feel it. Okay, so the first stage of healing is always about feeling, being honest with your feelings and really feeling something. You can't let something go until you've truly felt it, until you've kind of named it and felt it and know what it actually is to be able to let go of it. Otherwise it just kind of stays in the subconscious, stays locked in there as a default program going on in your mind, and that manifests into your life. And so what we want to do is kind of shed some light on what it is that the subconscious is feeling bad about receiving. So that we can release it, so we can use like Healing 101 and release it. So with this lesson, what I want you to do is really use the meditation, the receiving meditation in the introduction that you've downloaded. And I want you to listen to that. And I want you to really notice your feelings. Really notice your feelings for every one of those statements that you hear. Because often what happens is when we grow up around all of these adults that are all messed up because they've got all of this programming going on, this negative programming going on in their subconscious too. Yet, when we're children, we're completely open. We believe everything that's going on around us. We're completely open to soak up anything about life and learn from it. So we're wide open, we come from pure love when we're a child, and then we see these adults around us reacting to things and feeling certain ways, and that becomes, we learn it, that becomes our new paradigm. We want to fit in, we want to be like them, so we learn those things. And the trouble is, once we learn patterns of feeling like that and how to react to things, it becomes normal to us, and then we generally don't question it once it's normal. And for us to open up to receiving or heal anything in our lives, it requires us to kind of shine a light on all of this unconscious and subconscious programming that we've got, so that we can actually release it. And so when you listen to that receiving meditation, I want you to really tune into how you're feeling. You know, whether your stomach kind of dips down a little bit or whether it makes you feel more joy. It's like, what does your subconscious really agree with in this meditation? And so the things that are said in the meditation, the universe always has my back and gives me anything I want. You know, that might give you a kind of sinking feeling. A feeling like, well, the universe hasn't given me what I want because I've been asking for things. You know, there might be all kinds of stuff behind that. So really feel it. I receive plenty from everyone I meet. Okay, so that probably brings up feelings for you, negative feelings for you, because you haven't received everything that you want from people that you meet. And so it's really about getting honest with it and feeling that resistance that you have to these affirmations and really questioning why it is that you feel that way. And not just that, you don't want to just focus on the negative, on what it brings up negatively in you, so that you can figure out what it is that needs releasing with the Self-Healing 101. You're also wanting to feel the positive emotions that go on there, like what are you aligned with already, and feel really good about that. And so your subconscious is going to want to agree to things, and it's going to want to disagree to some of these statements. And you know, don't just use a meditation too, try your own affirmations and try them out. What I've found is, if I use EFT, you know, the tapping, and I use a lot of like Brad Yates videos that are on YouTube. He's got so many videos up there that are all free on YouTube, going through tapping scripts. And what I found is, if I do those, then my subconscious like talks to me as I'm tapping on this positive statement. My subconscious will agree with something, one of the negative statements, or disagree with one of the positive statements, and I'll actually get the information through while I'm tapping. So that's a great way of finding out what these negative things are. And this is all about getting honest, you know, getting honest about what your feelings really are and not ignoring them anymore. So much of the time we've got negative feelings and we try and be positive. We try and be positive so we can manifest things. And that's just kind of ignoring, it's just kind of being untruthful and ignoring the situation. And that's not what manifests when we do that. We can't just kind of put a positive whitewash over what we're really feeling. We need to get back to what we're really feeling and shine a light on that and release the reasons. By talking to our subconscious with the Self-Healing 101, release those reasons that we're feeling bad in the first place about it. And then we can start feeling good about it. And that's why the EFT and tapping will really help you. At that point, it will really help you. So when these feelings come up, the first thing you want to do is accept them. You know, this is going back to the Self-Healing 101 program, really, is accept those feelings. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about feeling bad about something, you know. It's your programming. It's the accumulation of everything that you've learned in your life and from other people that are around you. And so there's no blame. There's no blame to be put on you or anyone else here. You can feel good about that. Like, look at yourself with love in this, you know. Imagine you were with a child and this child has learned to be mean to other children because he's in a family where they're being mean to him. You're unlikely to kind of persecute that small child for it. You're going to be compassionate towards them and you're going to love them, and it's like, what a shame that they've learned that. And so I want you to do the same thing for yourself too. Just because you're an adult doesn't mean that you should feel bad about it. And so approach yourself with love on this, accepting your feelings and accepting that that's what you've learned, because your subconscious can really let go once you've done that. Once you accept where you are right now, it can let go. And so know that you're moving from where you've been. That bad feeling also tells you where you've been. It's not where you are at the moment. And know that you're moving from that point now. Just in doing this, in setting this intention to do this, you're already on that path. Your higher self, the universe, is taking you on that path. So feel good about that too. That's when you feel that bad feeling, accept it as it is, but know that it's changing in that instant. You're already on the way to releasing it just because you've decided to face it. So that's a really good thing. And as I've said, and I've said over and over again, honesty is really important. You know, you can't whitewash over with affirmations when your subconscious really isn't believing it. You need to get to where your subconscious is at. Treat yourself with love and compassion from there, and then do the work to release that stuff, and then replace it with something better. And you've got all the tools and the rest of the inner circle to be able to do that. And so here's your homework, is to keep on listening to that meditation and listen with complete awareness. You know, you're not listening to the meditation to soak up those things and to start believing it, not straight away. You will be doing that later, but straight away what you want to do is just listen to it with complete awareness and really feel what's going on in your body, and whether your energy dips or whether it soars, and write it down for each statement, and write down whatever comes up for you when you're going through that, and then use that Self-Healing 101 with it. And as I said, don't just use this meditation that you've got, use everything you can, throw everything at it. Use EFT. Brad Yates videos are brilliant for it, I find, for me. But there's so many resources out there on YouTube, especially for the EFT. And make up your own, you know? If you're searching for something that's making you feel bad about receiving, then your subconscious is going to want to give you that. Like, your higher self and your subconscious are going to want to give you that information. And so you'll be led to something that will have the right words in it, that will trigger that belief, that core belief that your subconscious has. Okay, and so that's it. It's about feeling it. It's about feeling what not receiving is really doing to you, and feeling what receiving really does to you, and knowing that your guidance system is your emotions. Your emotional guidance system is there to say whether you're on track to what you want and with alignment with your higher self, or off track with the alignment with your higher self. And so the better you feel, the more in alignment you are. And so trust those feelings. Yeah. This is all about getting to that place where you can feel really good about receiving and not feel bad about not receiving anymore. Let it, it not triggering you anymore, it not triggering any painful memories anymore, it not being about you anymore if you don't receive, it not meaning that there's something wrong with you, or that there's something lacking in you, or that you don't deserve love. That's the point we want to get to, is when we don't receive something that we want, is to be okay about that and know that it's coming from somewhere else. And not to have that whole emotional turmoil going on inside us around it, with all of the past triggers. You know, it's like, oh, in the past it meant that they didn't love me when they didn't give me that, and they didn't love me when they didn't give me that, and you know, we put all of this meaning into it, when really the universe is just taking us down these paths, and it will deliver what we want, but we need to learn to receive from it by feeling good about these things. Okay? And so that's today's lesson.